So let's pray to God that I have the right cheats enabled. I might have accidentally not counted down, but whatever. I just looked at what Mushy said in chat and we're going with it, whatever. So anyway, this game to you all basically needs no introduction, but we're going to be doing things a little bit differently this time, and this is somewhat that I've just been kind of toying around with for certain ROM hacks. So, why am I grabbing coins and then going all the way over here to this star? Because I'm playing with the Nonstop code on. So, if you somehow are not familiar, Nonstop is basically... Mario does not leave a stage after collecting a star. So, the nice thing about this hack is that there's a lot of opportunities for insane routing that Nonstop provides, and this is actually, in my opinion, one of the better hacks for Nonstop of the ones I've messed around with. Oh yeah, here's this trick. I'm not gonna get that. Yeah, I was too far back. So I'm probably not going to be talking too much about the logistics of this speedrun in terms of like the actual tricks done and whatnot, because basically you probably, if you're watching this, I assume you already know everything about this run, or about regular 151 star. For the most part, nothing you see here is anything too crazy. I didn't mean to bonk there. Now, I guess I should probably kind of talk about some of the limitations of Nonstop. There are some stages that are still not doable in one trip, but the cool thing about SM74 is that there's only really one instance of a star that's act specific, and all it does is spawn a wing cap. That is going to... I just realized I forgot a star. I'm gonna have to go back for that in a little bit. Already making routing mistakes. I may or may not have not actually done a practice run of 151 Nonstop before this. So I have regular 151 muscle memory kicking in. I gotta remind myself of that. The star I forgot isn't too far out of the way though. I can just get it on the way here. Also, hi, Sigo. Yeah, I've done a lot of regular 151 and not Nonstop 151, so the muscle memory for the regular 100 coin arc kind of took over there. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen too often. I'll have to start reminding myself to actually do Nonstop movement. Alright. We should be good now. So this isn't the greatest start to a run, but whatever. And in case anybody's wondering, I am using the fixed dwarfs version. Because even though star exits aren't going to matter for this category, there's still going to be some death exits that matter. Although I'm gonna try to minimize deaths as much as possible for reasons I will get to in a little bit. Alright. Not the cleanest first stage ever, but it could have gone way worse. And so I'll definitely take being out of here in under 4 minutes. And so I'm gonna be probably exiting course and dying to exit most stages, because I kind of don't have any other way to exit them. And so what I was gonna say earlier, I keep interrupting myself. Okay, wow, that was a good death. What I was going to say before I kept interrupting myself is that this hack does not have very many act-specific stars in it. In fact, it doesn't have any. So the only times I'm going to have to re-enter a level is if there's a star I literally cannot come back from. Am I using toggleable Nonstop for safety? No, I am not. But there are plenty of places in this hack where I can grab lives if my life count gets dangerously too low. Because the latest I'm going to save in this run is at about 60 stars. And so, at that point on, if I game over at all, it's just basically over, but this hack is somewhat generous with lives, unlike Shining Stars. Shining Stars is a massive pain with Nonstop, because it's just so bad. There's like hardly any convenient one-ups to get in that game. So whenever I was messing around with Nonstop, I would get the 1-up that's behind the Bowser 1 entrance a lot of times. Yeah, it is also Shining Stars. That is a very fair assessment. I feel like Nonstop plus level reload, or like level reset, would be a really nice combination. Because then you could get everything in a level and then reset it. And then I believe you would keep, unless it's like coin collecting, I believe you would keep all the collectibles and then, or you could do it with like Star Select if it needs to be like that. By the way, I hate this level. For many reasons. Yeah, and then also, like, if you do Nonstop plus level reload, you won't have to worry about soft locks or deaths, because if you end up in that situation, then you can just level reset and you don't have to worry about losing a life. So the only times you would need to actually, like, die and re-enter a level is if you need to select a specific star again. Okay, so this routing here is going to seem a little bit weird. I'm actually going to go back to the red coin star, and then I'm going to head back to get the Master of Jumping Star. Which, by the way, does anybody else think that the names for stars 3 and 6 here were switched? Because the outer wall does not make very much sense for star 3, and neither does Master of... I guess Master of Jumping kind of works for this, but whatever. Alright, there we go. So it probably would have been faster to die there, but the reason why I had to go out of my way to get that star last is because there's no way back from it. So it has to be the last one you get. Okay. So another thing about Nonstop is that it also applies to the secret stars, because if you remember in the regular game, every single secret star would actually take you out of the stage, including like Bowser red coin stars, but in Nonstop I don't have to worry about that. That wall kicking section will never not be annoying. I really hate falling down here. By the way, for any ROM hack community members who may not know, I am also a keyboard player, just because I like it, and it's convenient for me. Okay. Uh-oh. That's not good. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to save that star for last. My god, I am not warmed up enough at all. I'm very sorry for this trash gameplay, but I'm actually going to save that star for last. You can use an arch wall kick to get back up, but I just prefer to get that star earlier, so now I'm just going to have to get it later, and then hope I don't fall. No, I didn't want to do that. One thing I should probably mention about me being on keyboard, though, is that I'm not using like any of those special modifiers so that I can alter the sensitivity range. So you're going to be seeing me do a lot of jumps in place. My god, I promise you I am good at this game. That's a little too far forward, but it's still gonna land on the tower. And that's all that matters there. Alright, really hoping I don't fall when attempting this. Oh dear. Okay, that was a sketchy cannon shot. Okay, here we go. I'm really bad at arch wall kicks. There we go. Get up. Okay. Nonstop also applies to Bowser keys, so once I grab the key here, I'm just going to exit course yet again. And just for safety, I'm going to move Bowser a little bit closer to the bomb. Okay. So I'm already, like, almost a minute and a half behind my summer best, but it's whatever. I will admit I probably underprepared for this. But let's not spend the entire run complaining. Okay. So the route, in terms of the order I do stages, I mostly just based it off the regular 151 route, and just made some slight modifications to it. So, much like that route, I'm only gonna get 3 stars here for now. And it's the same 3 stars that you would normally get. Okay, I'm really glad that I landed back on the platform there. The only minor change I get to make here is that I'm actually going to be getting this star first before heading over to that roof. And I found a nice setup that allows you to easily make it over there. Alright. I have missed that red coin before. Like, I have actually missed that red coin during that fall. Okay. So again, just like the regular 151 route, once I'm done there, I probably should go to Flowery Gardens instead. But I'm just copying this. I'm just gonna do what my splits say. Okay. So you can actually make it back from this star, but it's an absolute pain in the neck. It's like barely possible, and the camera needs to cooperate. That's not going to work, I don't think. Oh wow, that barely worked. So, that actually saves a life, because lives are... I said this game is very generous with lives. That is not true for the early game. There is a very noticeable shortage of lives you can get for, like, the first 30 stars. But then once I get past, like, Frozen Slide, things should ease up a little bit. Okay. And, yeah, if you're not familiar with Nonstop, whenever you grab a star with a special cap, the level music will mute for the remainder of the stage. So you're going to get a lot of situations where there's just no music playing in a stage, and there's going to be awkward silence. Okay, and this star is going to be collected last, because in order to get it, I basically have to die. And this is actually gold. Nice. Okay. So next up, as usual, is Vanish Cap, or Death Switch of Identity. I don't know why Lugman World named the cap switches so weirdly in this game. And this is probably one of the worst levels in this category. Especially if you try to do this upcoming section with optimal movement. I'm actually going to safe it out, because I really don't want to die. Okay. So you can make the long jump directly from there to the next red coin, but I'm really terrible at it. So I'm just going to go the long way around the barn, and then also there's a one up here that I want. You can never have too many lives when doing Nonstop in a ROM hack. One nice thing about this hack in particular is that a lot of the coin routes happen to work out nicely, to where if you know the regular 100 coins and red coins routes for these stages, you can just do that, and those routes already pass by most of the stars anyways. So you just do the regular 100 coin route and then go a little bit out of your way for some stars. Not all stages are like this though. This stage is like sort of that concept. And yes, I am choosing to play with a laughably bad camera. I'm not using the parallel cam modifier or anything because that's not the true nature of this game. It's not SM74 unless you're playing with a terrible camera, in my opinion. Okay. So we gotta do this little Fly Guy shortcut here, because I'm not Siggo and I don't know how to just long jump straight to the star. Now, I'm gonna attempt to try to make it back from the star to save a life, and this jump is incredibly stupid. Yeah. Technically, this is faster, but again, I just like to save lives. And that's it for that stage. Okay, so on my way to Frozen Slide, I'm going to actually get 2 of the overworld stars, so this is one of the changes I made to the regular 151 route. Because this way I don't have to do any unnecessary backtracking. Okay, so I'm actually going to reverse the order that I normally do Frozen Slides trips in here, just for, again, for safety. Because, because this is a level where, technically, I think it is possible to do it in one trip, but you really don't want to do that. So, I'm going to get all but the hidden star in one trip, and then I'm going to get that star in its final trip. And I won't need a Death Abuse for that. Alright, and this is cool. Once I get here, I can just jump down to the slide, and I don't have to go all the way back. Right, please don't miss this red coin. I nearly missed the 6th red coin, but we're good. Alright. So, guess what's actually going to be useful for once? If I could grab the star, I could show you. For once, that floor clip that everyone seems to get in casual play, that's actually useful. So yeah, this star, there isn't any other convenient way to get to it, and you can't really pair it with any other star. So there we go. And I can exit course because I have nothing else to do up there. So now, for the time being, I'm mostly safe from having to worry about getting a game over, and this is where you'll probably start to see my life counter flourish. It was not abused in the 74 task, at least not to my knowledge, Jarb. So this is a level that's kind of, in my opinion, the epitome of 100 coin routes having really good synergy. I already got that star. Okay. This section's really awkward because of that star kind of being on a different slope than the rest of this stuff. Once again, I'm bad at arch wall kicks. Come on. There we go. There we go. Technically, I don't need all those coins, it's just helpful to have them. Like, I don't need that one. Okay, I'm actually kind of amazed that I killed that piranha plant. Just use good camera? No. That would take time to set up. I'll kill this Bob-omb as my backup coin. Even though I don't really need it. So this is like the one change made to the 100 coin route, is that you go out of your way to get this star next. And you don't want to dive there, because then you end up in a temporary gay baby jail. Alright, and once again, just for safety, I'm going to grab this one up. And now I'm basically safe for the rest of this stage. Oh, weird, the camera didn't flip all the way around like I wanted it to. This red coin is kind of out of the way, because since I had to change course to get that other star, there's really no convenient time to get that. Again, star conveniently in the room where I can get the blue coins anyway. So the kind of one exception to that route that little routing synopsis that I talked about, where this level works out nicely, is the very last star. Because it's so far out of the way that it's better just to get it last. And so, this is a skip I'm sure you all know and love. I'm actually surprised this isn't talked about more often. This is a really cool strat. It's also really stupid. So yeah, I could get the Koopa here as my last 5 coins, but I don't know what 5 coins would be convenient to take out. So, we're just gonna ignore it. So next in line is going to be Haunted Factory. And this level's sort of going to follow a similar theme. This is a really weird level for this category because of the blue coin switch. Because since you go all around the level for all of the stars, the blue coin switch, it's still useful, and I'm still going to use it to get most of my coins, but... yeah. Hi, Butesy, thank you. I was going to be mad, but then you said JK, and that made it good. There's a one-up in this maze that you can get if you don't feel safe, but I feel safe, so it's fine. And for this room, I'm actually only coming in here to get the red coin. Blocks of Doom is going to be the last star I get, because there's... believe it or not, Lugmalore did not actually place a Vanish Cap block inside that room where that star is, and there is... it's a two-way wall, so there's no way out of it. And so that has to be the last star I collect, but I had to come in there to get a red coin, since I can get the red coin star before then. And the nice thing about the shell in Nonstop is that you don't actually lose the ability to ride it when you grab a star. It just turns invisible, which is really helpful because it means I can get back from that star, and then it also means I can get back from here. And now I can just kind of clear out the top of this mansion. Doesn't really matter when I get the 100 coin star, by the way. But I'll try to have it be the last red coin just for the synergy of it. That was good. That's a keyboard disadvantage right there. And I'm gonna wait for all the emotes in chat. Fortunately, I am quite well versed in doing the regular route. That's the hard part about Nonstop, is that you can make mistakes while you're going to another star when you have a high amount of coins. Alright. So, my brain had to just switch between regular muscle memory and non-stop muscle memory for the routing here. It doesn't help that this red coin star takes half a millennial. I am a god gamer. I actually didn't mean to spawn the 100 coin star there, but that works. Alright, let's not make that same mistake again. I actually died in a very similar way in my vanilla 110 star PV. I just flat out missed that jump and then fell into that hole and died. I'm pretty sure if I fell into any other hole, it would be fine. Alright, let's actually take more than 3 seconds to line up that jump. Hot optimization incoming that I'm actually implementing for the first time ever in this run. So I actually used to go out of my way to get that, to explore the factory star first, and then I realized, wait a minute, I already go this direction to get to the red coin anyway. Why don't I just get it now? Oh wait, yeah. I was wondering why I had 48 stars when I still had blocks of Doom left, and then I remembered it's because I've already gotten the 100 coin star. I want to be really careful here because I have broken this box before, and you can back it up if you break that box, but it's dumb and I don't want to do it, so we're just doing this. Alright. 2 minutes lost, but whatever. That was kind of destined to happen at some point in this run. Because it's super easy to die both in this game and in this category. Luckily, there is a free 1-up in here. Yeah, getting 100 coin stars actually doesn't have that application to it. Okay, keyboard advantage incoming. Shouts to frame walking. And Bowser's Aquatic Castle is actually another level where you basically pass by every star as you're doing the red coin route, so it works out. And no ridiculous spursies required here. Am I the only one who thinks the red coin star here is kind of dumb because the red coins are in such stupid locations that it's nearly impossible to find a good route for them? Like, I think this route's fine, but it's far from perfect. So, this is something cool I found out you can do, and it just so happens to work out nicely this way. So, that works out. My nose is itchy, and this is a really bad time for it to be itchy. Okay, I was able to scratch it there as I was getting the camera situated. Shouts to Knowledge from EE. Coming into play there. Because that allows me to do this room in one trip. The most annoying part about keyboard is when I'm trying to figure out when I'm trying to fiddle with the camera and I can't find the right key. So if anybody has any questions about what my thought process was for like routing some of these, or just why I wanted to do this in general, you can feel free to ask me, because, like I said, since I'm assuming all of you know most everything about this game, I don't really need to explain much other than that exact thing, which is just my thought process. Also, Bowser throws suck. Keep in mind, oh, okay, that was amazing. Keep in mind, I run OG SN64, I run vanilla on N64, so the latency between this and N64 is slightly different for me. Which makes timing Bowser throws harder than it needs to be. Well, sorry, I'm just trying to take this a bit more chilly than usual. Anyway, so here's the first course in the game. As you probably expect, I could have done this earlier, but I need to come back here with Wing Cap, so it's more convenient to just come back here later. I do not think I need that coin. I think you have 2 spares in this route. Come on. I swear this jump is harder than it needs to be. When I actually did my first 151 Nonstop attempt, it was in a race with Sigo. Neither of us finished, and how far I got was actually this level. I got that red coin near the pillar star, did I? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm just gonna assume I did and move on. And another case of weird routing, because I didn't get that wing cap before getting this star, because this star would have made me lose it anyways. So, I have to go back for it. I don't know what happened to Sigo. I think he just kept going or something. Alright. And then I'm actually going to explain why my run stopped here. Because it's actually really hilarious. But I'm going to save it for the very end. And this section is a pain in the neck to route out, because you have to like drop down and back up in weird areas. That one red coin that's over there really limits you. Fortunately, you get a couple of 1-ups here. And then I can wall jump back up. So now you're going to see my life kind of really start to take a hit. Because At this point, it'll really start increasing. Okay, so... I need to get 1 coin from a Goomba, but that's fine. Oh, I need that line of 5. So here's how my first ever 151 attempt and non-stop attempt ended. I grabbed this crazy box and tried to land in that star with it. If you don't know, that crashes the game. If you grab a star in non-stop while you're holding an object, the object disappears, but Mario still acts like he's holding the object. It's not like he's holding a clone or anything. So, if Mario is in a certain animation state, the game will just crash as soon as he lands. You can prevent it in some situations, but not with the Crazy Box. And with the Crazy Box, for some reason, the crash is so bad that it actually closes Project 64. So this level sucks. And that's the last time I'm going to save in the run. I don't know about this one. Please make it to the Metal Cap. Alright, so... I have to slightly alter my old route here because I lost a little too much health there. Okay, actually... So what I should have done was... grab that red coin, then grab that. And now I can get this. Okay. It was a massive pain for me to figure out how to do this level efficiently in one trip because you just don't have a whole lot of time if you don't have the Metal Cap on. Okay. No super major mistakes though, so that's cool. There we go. Okay, so here's where the second major difference between the vanilla 151 and the regular and the non-stop 151 route occurs. So I'm actually not going to do Stalagmite Cave Course 6 right away because I found out that that is the only course that actually affects the Koopa race in Swampy Spring. So I'm going here now just to get this level out of the way. And even though this level is terribly hard, it has a lot of 1-ups, which is really cool. Alright. You really want to enter this level with full health, but that's fine. I like to be able to afford extra lava hits whenever necessary. So thankfully, you also have no reason to do the task strat for the hidden star. Again, unless you're Sigo, but even then, I don't think you should, because there isn't a consistent way to set it up. Because that basically that once again has to be the last star you get, because there's no way back from it other than dying. So you might think I could use the Spindrift here to twirl into the King Womp fight, but that's actually not good because that conserves your yaw velocity. And since I'm going to have to start flying later in the level, that's bad. Okay, I'm very glad I got that first try. I hate that King Womp fight. Nice, I got that jump first try. Okay, saved. That's the only time I have to backtrack in this level, thankfully, unless I pull an idiot and fall here again. Which, thankfully, I caught myself there. And the rest of this level is just going to be kind of me getting stuff near the top. And then I have to do, like, one trip down to the bottom. So if I had twirled into the King Wump's text box earlier, then when I start my flight, then if I were to start my flight here after getting this 10 coin box, Mario would just start spinning in circles rapidly. So I just don't bother with it. Right. I would normally jump off that 1-up box, but I'm gonna get the 1-up from it just again for safety. Again, you can never. I was gonna say you can never have too many lives when running this, but now I'm starting to regret that sentiment. Sorry if my commentary is kind of all over the place. It's really, really hard to do this sometimes. I'll just single jump this. Come on. This is not a hard jump, last I checked. There we go. Okay. And there are actually... Wait, I don't even know if I actually got them. Oh wait, never mind, because there's 3 up here. There's 1, and then there's just 2 down here that are definitely worth getting. And I correctly guessed where the wing cap box is. And there's that star. That actually would have been a gold if I didn't fall. Damn. I mean, darn. I don't know what the rule of swearing is for the stream, so whatever. Before I go, I have to make sure I open the cannon. Because I'm not going to do that insane get to the top of this overworld cannonless strat, because I don't know how to do it. Okay, got to say I'm good. I usually try to avoid profanity when I do these kinds of runs. That's cool. That's a cool way of putting it, kitten. And again, these overworld stars, even though they don't normally take you out of the level to begin with, they are also not affected. They are also affected by Nonstop. I swear, that happens to me every single time I do that cannon shot. I don't know how to prevent it consistently. So go teach me your ways. And for the umpteenth time, we have a level that is mostly just do the 100 coin route and then get every other star along the way. Literally the only major difference is right here, and it's just I'm going on my way to climb up this tower. In the regular 100 coin route, you you would just continue on to the Star 1 site from there. But there's 2 stars up here that I need, because I'm getting every star in this game, so... have to come up here. And conveniently, there is a 1-up I can get along the way. I'm really glad that I ground pounded by accident there, because I probably would have bonked on the wall and fallen all the way down. Nice pressing the keys in the wrong order. I do that a lot, even in the original game when I'm playing on N64. I tend to press Z and A in the wrong order. It's the reverse of the situation where you ground pound instead of long jump. I usually long jump instead of ground pound. Oh, actually wasn't too bad. So hard for me to get adjusted to not having that first visit text box appear every single time I enter the overworld, once I get overworld stars. So the reason why I'm actually putting off Stalagmite Cave until later is, again, because I want to make sure the Koopa race doesn't break, because there really isn't a convenient time for me to reset otherwise. Especially since I'm not going to be saving, so that's not... I would basically just have to save, like, right after I get the Metal Cap switch, which would make things really weird, so... With this route, I don't have to reset at all, which is cool. And this is just the most convenient time I could find to get this Toad. Okay, last Overworld 2 stage is Flowery Gardens, and I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this level, but it's mostly hate. Because I think, apart from Sunny Beach, I think this level has the least amount of coins. It has like 111, I think, when I did my all coins test of each of these stages. It's not like you pass by any extra coins in Nonstop. The estimate? Yeah, the estimate was made back when I had a, I think it was I think I submitted when I had a 211 in this category, and now I have a 142. Alright, so kind of the big thing in this level is the Koopa, because he kind of runs around and does his own thing. So, I'm going to be kind of paying attention to where he is. Alright, I'm going to wait for that Chronoplane to go back to sleep so I can kill it. But also, I would probably leave my estimate like that anyways, because nothing terrible has happened yet, aside from that Haunted Factory nonsense, but... Wow, I didn't actually mean to grab that star there, but I'm glad it's cool that I did. But we're not in Overworld 3 yet, so... I don't know what I was thinking there, but obviously it wasn't the right thing to be thinking. Okay, so I think the Koopa's way over there, so I'm not going to get it now. And again, you basically just pass by every single star when you do this route. How many coins? Sunny Beach has exactly 100, that is correct. Which makes it even more fun in Nonstop, because if I fail, then I have to exit the level. As opposed to just getting a backup star, like you would normally. I wanted to see if I could get the music to mute. Sometimes it's nice, as much as I like SM64's music, sometimes it's nice to just have a little bit of quiet. Alright, Koopa is over there, so with luck, it'll be where I want it to be. Oh yeah, here's something you can do. That was done in the 151 pass, which is how I learned about that. It's actually useful. Alright, where's the Koopa? He is all the way over there. I think I will get him later. And now we get to my favorite part of the level. Not really. I think I'm actually 1 coin short, so I'll have to kill that fly guy. Well, now I'm 2 coins short, but that still doesn't matter. I actually got that first try, wow. I never get that first try. Okay, well, I wanted to go back down here anyway because there's a Goomba. Because, again, I was 1 coin short. Alright, where'd the Koopa go? I cannot see where the Koopa is. There it is. Oh, there's the Koopa. They stay in that general area. Okay. Okay, so now I'm actually going to go to Swampy Spring. That's going to be the only Overworld 3 stage I do for now, because I'm going to have to exit course from it due to the way the route works out. And I also have to exit course from Stalagmite Cave, so it doesn't really matter when I do either of them. And that's part of the reason why it's advantageous to just go ahead and do this before doing Stalagmite Cave. Ugh, I hate this first jump. Gotta do it though. Okay, please don't fall. I have lost this race, but not in a non-stop run before. So, clearly I didn't reset the game, but the race still works, and that was because I put that one level off. I don't need either of those coins. So basically, I was using part of the time that Koopa would spend getting back up to basically clear out everything down here. I did not want to get that line of 5 right there. Bursty. Come on. And Koopa's up here ready for me to claim his prize. I really like the synergy of this portion of this route, because in the regular 100 coin route you would not do that, first of all. Keyboard sensitivity sure is fun, isn't it? Especially when you actually like to go fast. Because in the regular 100 coin routes, like I was saying, you would go up here and then you would get the blue coin switch, but there's also conveniently 2 stars up here. And the way I leave this section actually works out really nicely, and you'll see why. Because I grabbed this star, and oh, look at that! This is where I would have gone anyways. Alright, I know I said I didn't need a Goomba's coin, but I'll go ahead and grab that. So now I just have the dreaded Hippo star, the 100 coin star, and the secret star. And that will round out this level. And I have no idea what cycle the Hippo is on, so we're just gonna have to look and see what he's doing. Alright. Okay, thank you for ledge grabbing. Alright. Overall, it didn't go terribly. So now I'm gonna do Stalagmite Cave since I neglected it earlier so that I could get that level cleared. Yeah, 100 stars. Unfortunately, the last... Okay, maybe not all 51 of the remaining stars, but... this last portion of the run is definitely not one that comes at an easy price. So I'm pretty sure my current 151 Nonstop PB actually has a major death in this level. That cost me like 2 minutes. I don't actually remember which run I'm thinking of, though. It could be that. Cordello is not in this game. That is Ombre Sphere you're thinking of. Don't worry, I'll actually start getting stars here soon. Now here's where I hope I don't get collisioned by these swamps and end up sliding into the lava. That was really good. Alright, I'm gonna be playing it very, very ballsy here. So you can make it back from this star, but you basically have to go into it with full health. It is possible to make it back here without taking any lava boosted, but you do not want to do that. And I still have yet to pull it off RTA. So instead, you can just get over here, and then lava boost back. Simple as that. I'm actually just gonna get the 100 coin star now, since that Scuttlebug noticed me. I don't believe that was part of the metal challenges. The metal challenges, I think, were only in the spheres. I have the text file for them, though, so I'll probably check that. Alright, so now I can go in this hole. And, of course, I have to save it for last, because there's no humanly possible way out of it. And many of you ROM hacking experts probably don't know this, but here's a fun little bit of trivia for you. So in the original SM64, you can never combine the metal and the wing caps, but in this situation, obviously you do that. But pay attention to the wing texture. Notice how the wings are metallic? That is a texture that actually goes unused in the original SM64. but in ROM hacks, you are able to actually utilize that. Oop, that's fine. As long as I get the star, that's all that matters. Alright, so now all that's left is the remaining stuff in Overworld 3. Please don't fall in the lava there, because I actually do need to take damage here. So Cliff of Wrath is an interesting case. You can get your cow-related jokes out while we're here. Once again, started the 100 coin route very conveniently goes... Okay, I was not anticipating that firstie, that's why I died there. Luckily, I don't actually lose a life from that, because I'm going to be getting a 1-up in this level later. Unless I die again. Alright, there we go. That's not a firstie. And you just go back here. So again, I'm just kind of following the basic 100 coin route here, and just getting all the other stars along the way, with a couple of minor exceptions. I want that coin. So because I want, actually, I was going to attempt problematic box capless there, but then I took that extra damage, and you basically want full health going into that, because you also need to be able to get out. So now I'm basically hoping I get this first try. Okay, I think I can still... Oh boy. This is not good, I don't think. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling that would happen. So now I have to redo the first 30 coins of the 100 coin route. Fortunately, I don't have to do that again. Fine. That's actually bad, because you do not really have much leeway with blue coins in this level. So that's 1 less blue coin I can spare, and I think you're already down to like 3 under ideal gameplay conditions. So thankfully I don't have to do that again. So for that jump, that might have looked scary, but I was intentionally trying to aim short because I have a really bad habit of overshooting that jump and just walking off. I don't necessarily know if that's a keyboard thing or if I would also do that while on controller, but... I would like that coin. That's what... Please. At this point, it's just the camera's fault. I'll come back for that red coin because I really want the 2 coins from that piranha plant. You never know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is kind of being a bit of a pain. But the nice thing about Nonstop is that you don't have to worry about this big boo getting in the way while you're doing the blue coins. Because you can just grab the star while you're doing the blue coins. Or grab it there, I guess. That works too. Alright, please don't miss more than like 2 blue coins. Alright, I think 3 is fine, but I think I have to get like every other coin in the level now. Fortunately, I don't think I accidentally dropped any coins. Would have been a lot nicer if that Piranha Plant's coin hadn't dipped on me. So there's 2 boos up here, and then there's 2 Goombas I can kill near the Piranha Plant, and then there's 2 more boos, so I have 1 spare coin. So, I'm good, as long as none of these Goombas are stupid. Yeah, I have 1 spare coin. Yeah, we're good. And again, probably would be faster to die, but for the sake of preserving lives, I'm exiting course instead. Okay, so I'll do so now I'm gonna do all the stars behind these star doors. Molten Treasure Chest was probably the hardest level for me to route, because everything's just so spread out, and you have to go all around the level both for red coins and secrets, and there's no really good places to overlap collecting stuff, especially because you need the wing cap for like 90% of this level. So the start of this route I think is pretty self-explanatory. Go ahead and take care of everything that's in the cave. Or not. Nice ceiling hitbox there. Normally those are the 2 easiest stars to get in this level. And I just have to make an extra round for that. There we go. It's not that hard, I just screwed it up. It is I have actually brushed on that stalagmite before and slid into the lava, which is not fun. Yeah, in case anybody's wondering, this isn't like a Nonstop patch, I'm just using the Game Shark code. Alright. Now I'm gonna actually go around the level and start trying to accomplish stuff, starting with the secrets. Fortunately, there is a massive surplus of coins in this level. In fact, this level has the maximum coin score that can be saved to the cartridge, 255. Partly just because it has 2 blue coin switches. I'm actually only going to be getting 1 of them in this route because I don't need the other one. Like, I'm probably not even going to need to do much with that blue coin. I'm just going to have to go a little bit out of my way to probably get some extra coins. Flying around an exposed ceiling hitbox there. So at this point I need to finish getting the secrets. try to get a lot of coins from this flight. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright. Backed it up at least. Okay, well, I got a lot of coins out of that flight. So there's the secret star. So high in the sky star is actually one of the main reasons why this level is so terrible to route. Because since you lose a special cap's abilities when you get a star, there's no real convenient time to get this. Alright. Hey, I did this because I was bored, so make of it what you wish. You gotta be careful when routing ROM hacks with Nonstop, though, because a lot of them have stars that are act-specific. Like Star Road, there's probably stages where you have to re-enter multiple times. Hacks like this are usually better for that. Alright. Yeah, so this part of the route is just super awkward, but there's nothing you can do to make it any better. That's not good, because I actually... Okay. Actually, I can't save this, because there are a surplus of coins in this level. Including one blue I can get right there. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. And so I just have one red coin left to collect and then one other star. And while I'm here, I'm gonna grab this one up. Take precaution when flying there, so I fly around the exposed ceiling hitbox. Aw, darn. That's okay, because I have to I'm gonna be dying to get out of this level anyway, so the fact that I only have 3 health is fine. Because once again, this basically has to be the last star I collect, since I lose the wing cap. Wow, that was bad. Whatever, that was the last star I needed anyway, so I just have to go back in for that. I apologize for how bad this run has been. There we go. Okay. So here's the moment I bet you've all been waiting for. The sphere levels. So Ombre Sphere, I'm pretty sure, is actually impossible to do in one trip, even if you were using tasks. Because there's 2 stars here that you can't come back from. And this first one is actually one of them. So either this or Flight for Sight would have to be the last star you collect. You can do this level in a minimum of 2 trips. However, this level is a massive pain to navigate without the wing cap, so I'm going to be doing the coin collecting with the wing cap active, but in order to do that, I need to get stars 1 through 4. So this second trip will actually be to get stars 4, 3, and 2 in that order. I actually didn't see Mario turn around there, so I'm actually amazed that worked. Okay. So a little known trivia, you can actually make it back from here. It's not terribly difficult either, as long as you don't accidentally get caught on that slope. There we go. gonna attempt to long jump from here to there. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't have to deal with the eyeball. Okay. So, now all I have left is WSRM2021 and coin collecting. And because the wing cap only spawns on star 5, that's why I needed those first 4 stars. And so this last trip will be for these last 3 stars. I really could not think of any more convenient way to route this level. Okay, that was a horrible jump. Bowser 3 is going to be really intriguing, I think. I think you guys will like it if I can pull it off. If I can even get there. Because I always, this 100 coin star always seems to get me in Nonstop, and I have no idea why. I would consider this, I don't know if I would consider this or Luminium's 100 coins easier. This one's a lot more, both of them are stressful for their own reasons. Luminium Sphere because of the end of the level, and then this level just because of the wing cap timer you're on, and then also this level just sucks to navigate. So, for the most part here, I'm just going to be kind of following the regular 100 coin route. Because that's the main reason why I'm here. I did come up with a theoretical, so like I mentioned, I did kind of come up with a theoretical route that allows you to get 6 stars in one trip, but it involves doing reds and hundreds without the wing cap, and no. Why would you ever want to do that? So, Nonstop or not, this is the scary part of the star. Because once I grab this wing cap, I am officially on a time limit. That's the part I'm really worried about. So. Just gotta make sure nothing tragic happens. Actually, I'm 1 coin short here. So, let's grab that. And pray to God that none of those snippets bullets hit me, which none of them did. Okay, so at this point, I could die after getting the red coin star and then re-enter and do WSRM2021 capless. That would be a lot faster, but again, I want to preserve lives, so I'm actually just going to try to make it back and then use the wing cap, because WSRM2021 capless is dumb. I will mention that this is a rather big time loss, but I would rather do this and keep my life counter high than risk dying to WSRM2021 5 times in a row, and then I'm that much closer to a game over this late into the run. That being said, this is still really tricky, so I could still die to this. that worked out. Alright, so that was fine aside from that one death. But the fun doesn't stop there, no. Because now we have to do Ombre Sphere. Which I would argue is not as bad. Because you can actually do this level in one trip, kind of. It's very unlikely that I will, but we'll see. So my general philosophy when doing this... That was an unexpected firstie. Don't know why Mario didn't just ledge grab. That would have been a lot better. My general philosophy when doing coin collecting in this level is get as many coins as possible before going to the end section, so that I have to spend the least amount of time there. I've had a number of stupid deaths in Ombre Sphere coin collecting, but that was probably... Okay, never mind, that was probably the dumbest one. Don't like where my life count is going. Not gonna lie, there is one up here I can get if after I get the last star, and then Crystal Palace has a handful of them. Alright, let's actually do this properly this time. There we go. And in case you're wondering, I'm not getting those stars yet. I'm gonna get those as the last stars of the level because I'd rather not waste like 3 minutes dying to them over and over again. I'd rather just get everything else over with. AKA the stuff that actually takes a couple minutes to do. So, now I'm at the stressful parts of this level. Because remember, in addition to doing the hard coin collecting, I also have to get all the other stars and make it back from them. And this is the first true test. The camera makes it really hard to see where you're jumping there to get back, so you just kind of have to wing it. Fortunately, it worked out for me. That Spiny is not in a very good spot. Now I don't have to worry about it, though. So here's the only really big change to this coin route here. Is that instead of actually heading over and getting to the final red coins area the intended way, I actually have to go over here now. Okay. It's very hard to know. I'm pretty much never consistent as to whether or not I ledge grab there or if I have to get a ledge grab on the other side. So I pretty much just have to wing it and hope for the best, and I got really lucky there. So conveniently, you can actually jump from that star to this star. now I just have to take it really slow here, and I have more than enough points here. Where I don't have to spend any time in this section. Okay, so the scary part of this level is done. Now we get to do the annoying part of this level. Has anybody ever heard of Super Mario 74 in the Moon World? That's like a retextured version of this game, but with literally no other differences. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That damage cancel was actually not intended. I was intending to bounce off the Goomba. So now I get to be here for another 5 minutes. It's like Super Mario 74 in the Moon World. I discovered it a long time ago. There we go. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Yeah, it's like literally the exact same game, except everything is retextured to look more spacey. It's like everything's like all blue and green and whatnot. Yeah, lives are starting to become a problem. But fortunately, there's 4 1-ups I can easily get in Overworld 3 if it comes down to it. Which it won't. Because that's that star. And then there's a 1-up here. Okay. So, as is with regular 151 star, this is the final Bowser level, but I'm only going here to get all the stars. And I don't really want to spoil anything, so hopefully this goes well, and you get to see all the cool strats I came up with to do this level. The coolest of which I would actually say is right at the beginning here. I have to get this first star first in order to show it off. Those lava bounces are dumb, I agree. But I have a consistent method for doing them both. So, you can actually make it back from this star, if Mario wants to cooperate. I found a consistent setup to do that. Since I have to go through pretty much this wow, that was dumb. I legitimately do not know what I just did there.
Mamma mia!
I am not going to be doing hyperspeed flying. I'm actually going to use the BLJ strat because it is way more consistent, even though it is still not that consistent. So don't be too alarmed about my life count, because if I can make it at least to the halfway point of the red coin star, there's 2 free 1-ups I can get in the shell section. And I at least already got 2 stars here. Yeah, I have a somewhat consistent way of doing it. The star in here is going to wait until the very end, because it is technically possible to get out of here after you get the star, but just barely, so I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just going to get it with the wing cap later. Okay, so the first free 1-up is right over here. And now we're getting to the incredibly chokeable part of this section. For this red coin, I either get it first try or it takes me this many tries. There we go. There's one thing this game has taught me well, it's how to have patience. And even then, I'm still learning. So here's the intended way to get the star, in case anybody was wondering. Right. I had to not speak there because that section will never not be scary. Okay. Basically, I'm in the clear now. So pretty much all the hard parts of this level are now done. Also, I'm a wuss. I'm not going to bother with cannon skip. Okay, so I still have 2 more stars, which are the ones in the thin path one, and then the one in the lava room that I skipped over earlier. And I can actually get both of them in this trip, but getting this one and surviving is not exactly the easiest thing to do in the world. Because getting to the star is one thing, and then you have to get back. Not exactly the easiest thing to do when you have keyboard controls. Okay. And since I'm here, I might as well grab this. Camera is super fun there. And then here's how you can cheese this star if you don't want to do it the intended way and you don't want to do the stupid lava boost strat. And death. So now I have to re-enter to get to the hidden pipe for star 151. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm actually going to do the BLJ for that, because using the wing cap is stupid. Because, at least with this BLJ, there's kind of a setup for it. There's basically none if you're using the wing cap. That being said, this is still not entirely foolproof. This is like kind of based off of AP's old setup for it. Alright, second try is pretty good. And I don't think I need to explain this section. Oh yeah, on the fixed warps version, if you die here, you crash the game. I guess Pi just didn't put a death exit spawn point here, so if you die here, it just crashes. And I hope you're right, you're enjoys this level. And since this is underneath Champion's Challenge, I can exit by death abusing. And the only way to do that here is through fall damage. I don't really have to worry about dying anywhere else in the run, but doesn't mean there's not hard stuff left to do. Oh. Forgot to click back into Project 64 like I usually do. Now I'm gonna do just the regular Star Hero Champions Challenge. Alright. So who's ready for the worst level in the game? Because of course, I saved Sunny Beach, or Sunny Bitch, for last. Okay, glad I got that first try. And the non-stop route for this level pretty much revolves around the fact that you pretty much spend like 6 minutes getting the 100 coins. And then the other stars are just kind of along for the ride. You do also have to go around the level for secrets as well, but there's some nice synergy between that and the red coins, so it ends up checking out. So I got ready to see a lot of this. By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm pretty sure it is actually impossible to lose a coin in the lava there from a bully, because it will always land on solid land. So I'm not gonna ever worry about that. So I'm knocking off that bully for later. I have lost a 100 coin attempt of this level due to a Shy Guy screwing me over. And I can name which exact one. And I think the Skeeter is in a really bad position. I don't actually know where it is. Oh, it's right over there. So it's not this one, it's actually the other one. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get the Skeeter now. That actually worked out nicely. Because I actually wanted to go in the water anyway to get that. Now I get to do this again. Oh yeah, and another great thing about this level that isn't really relevant to speedrunning is that I think the star hints were like switched around, so you have absolutely no idea where any of them are. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get another star for like another 3 minutes. I have to be careful that none of these bullies fall in the water, because if that happens and I'm screwed. Thankfully, this level has parallel cam. Oh, I need to get that other bully. I almost forgot about that. So here's the bully I knocked down earlier. And I think I'm okay on coins. I really cannot be certain. Okay. Hit that switch for later, and then mess up that. This jump is dumb with keyboard. You basically need to do this like really specific camera setup and then strafe your jump. There we go. Okay, I think I'm alright on coins. These bullies are really irritating. Please. If you get really lucky, you can combo both of them at once to make getting them to the lava easier, but that's pretty rare. Please just get up. I don't know, I just like the platforming in this hack. And I like all the really cool skips you can do and tricks and whatnot. I think this hack is really good as a speed game. Great. I did not want to do that, but that's fine because I have to go back up there anyways. So this is the last potentially scary part of this star, or of this run, really. So did that bully fall down? I need to use this crazy box to get up here, but then I really want to make sure I don't miss any coins here before I drop off. Okay, yeah, the bully dropped down. So get your yeps out, because we haven't had the TK traditional yep spam yet. Yep. 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 Great level design. Totally not tedious at all. Yep. Alright, last coin is in a super easy spot. But before I get it, there's the star over here that I need to get first. The camera will let me. Okay, so I do need to get that one coin I missed earlier, but it's not too far out of the way. And I'm basically home free for the remainder of the run. So I jumped in the lava before grabbing this star so I can have additional health loss so that I can die to get out of here. So the last thing to do is to beat Bowser. And the Grand Star does not have the Nonstop roll applied to it, so that will behave as normal. And I just want to let you know, I am really bad at throws in this hack, so we could be here a while. Internet Bowser, shouts to the Galaxy community. Alright, so place your bets now. How many throws am I gonna miss? If you guess any less than 5, you are optimistic. There's one. Alright, cool. Well, I missed one. So you know when timing stops, but it's on the big star. So here we go, and time. So my timer says 1:49:40. So I don't know. Hope you guys thought that was enjoyable. I really do think more ROM hack people should try Nonstop with ROM hacks and see how it goes. And so I messed around with this and the original Shining Stars, and yeah. So I hope that was enjoyable enough. Sorry that for some stages I played like absolute ape shit, but I hope that it was nice getting to show it off to a larger ROM hack community audience. And I will just kind of throw it on over to the host now.